The score. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll run it again with Miller. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you...
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 46 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time a 6-play drive, and the result a Houston touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready? 41's the mic.
They go quickly here out to Moore. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. On third down, Johnson. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They won on two fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second? And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Johnson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And Brandon, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On third down, it's Johnson. Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 30.